Two-stroke lovers rejoice. For 2016, Yamaha took the race-proven and well-loved YZ250 two-stroke motocross bike and gently massaged it into an off-road bike, creating the YZ250X, which carries a retail price of $7,309, only $100 more than the YZ250F motocrosser. To create an ultra-smooth off-road power delivery from the YZ250 engine, Yamaha engineers reduced the compression. They also increased the head volume by 2.1 cc's. The exhaust port height was raised, and the power valve shape was updated to match the exhaust port. The RPM range in which the Yamaha power valve system now goes from fully closed to fully open is much more broad, providing more linear power delivery. The exhaust pipe, while retaining the same volume as the motocrosser, has a different shape. It is narrower to help avoid trail damage. The muffler is the same as the motocross version. The YZ250X uses a 5-speed transmission like the YZ250, but now it is a wide ratio. The YZ250X's KYB suspension is identical to the YZ250, retaining even the same spring rates. What has changed is the valving. Rebound is similar to the motocrosser, while compression is much softer for a more plush ride. Other off-road essentials are the 18-inch rear wheel, a kickstand, O-ring chain, and now a fuel petcock with reserve. These off-road additions bump the YZ250X up 2 pounds over the YZ250 when weighed with a full tank of gas. The changes to the engine are excellent. In fact, after months of riding motocross and a lot of off-road, we prefer this engine setup to the YZ250 motocross version. The delivery is much smoother and makes awesome traction, all while offering up a little more power in the upper RPMs. The YZ250X engine also revs out an extra 500 RPM above the YZ250, giving the ability to carry each gear a little further before shifting. Stock jetting is pretty darn good. We tested all the way to 5,500 feet without issue in weather between 50 and 75 degrees. We used an FMF gnarly pipe and muffler with a spark arrestor to avoid getting ticketed when on public lands. An added bonus of the gnarly pipe is that it's made with 18 gauge metal, making it stronger than stock. A wider power band means the YZ250X can be short shifted and lugged easily. It also revs incredibly far, making big hill climbs and long straights pure bliss. When you need a burst of power, all it takes is a quick touch of the clutch and the responsive engine comes to life. Lifting the front wheel is easy and often necessary in off-road. If you find yourself enjoying the high revving engine too much, you'll find the small gas tank only gets you about 45 miles before running dry. The smooth but exciting engine helps the YZ250X feel nimble and light. It's incredibly easy to change direction. Steep downhills, pivot turns, twisty trail is all easier and less tiring above the YZ250X when compared to a big 450 4-stroke. The 2016 YZ250X isn't a full-blown off-road enduro trail bike. It is a slightly tweaked YZ250 motocross bike. It works well in almost all off-road situations, but it isn't a slow technical terrain marvel. The KYB suspension uses the same spring rates as the motocross bike, so it isn't a squishy pillow-like ride through really rough stuff. The bottoming resistance is excellent, as is overall balance of the bike. We typically win in a few clicks on compression at the moto track and back to stock or softer depending on the off-road terrain we were riding. All around, the YZ250X is a high-quality machine, working off a platform with a strong reputation for reliability and performance. 2016 YZ250X is a home run for Yamaha and for off-road riders, who now have another choice